and welcome to Frontline Gaming News, but more importantly, welcome to the first episode of Hands On With, or HOW, H-O-W, Hands On With, simple. What we're going to be doing in this series is looking at independent games or early access games and giving them a bit of exposure and just a review in what state that they currently sit in. First episode, I've decided to choose War for the Overworld. Now, there's a good reason I've chosen this. One, I saw it at EGX, and unfortunately I didn't get to play it at EGX 2014 on like their stall and whatnot, but I did watch a few people playing it, and it looked absolutely brilliant. And more importantly, it looked a lot like a game that I used to love, and still love, and believe it will forever be probably the greatest strategy, godlike game that was ever created. Now, if you haven't guessed, or you're looking at this game and it doesn't hold any relevance to you, there used to be a game called Dungeon Keeper when I was growing up. My mother bought me Dungeon Keeper for my birthday by mistake, and it's probably the best thing that she has ever done for me. It was the idea of that you were a demon or of sort, or a devil of sort, or whatever, and you controlled and built yourself a dungeon underground. Loads of minions used to come and fight for your cause that used to transport through portals and whatnot into your dungeon. You used to build it up, you used to give them like a sleeping area, a feeding area, a training area, all sorts, and you used to go and tear shit up basically when knights used to come and bang on your walls and knock the wall down and try and destroy your dungeon heart basically. Dungeon Keeper 1 and Dungeon Keeper 2, that is as far as the series got. I remember in Dungeon Keeper 2 as well that there was a trailer that came with the game that was essentially a preview to Dungeon Keeper 3, and a little bit of pop trivia for you here. The subtitle that was going to be for Dungeon Keeper 3 was apparently going to be War for the Overworld. Now you're probably wondering, in that case, how is this game called War for the Overworld? Well, now that Electronic Arts owns the rights to Dungeon Keeper 1 and 2, ironically almost the devil themselves, and they've completely fucking ruined the franchise with the mobile game. This obviously left what was left dwindling of the franchise that was unused available to anyone, because the rights were, I guess, of Dungeon Keeper 1 and 2 ported over to EA, leaving anything that was left for Dungeon Keeper 3 in the open or just uncopyrighted. So there's a little company called Subterranean Games have created this game, War for the Overworld. As you can see, it's in Bedrock Beta. It is essentially a fan-made sequel to Dungeon Keeper 1 and 2. Looking at the menu, to me, if you've played Dungeon Keeper 2, it kind of looks like it's expressing those graphics, or almost as to where Bullfrog Productions were at when they created Dungeon Keeper 2. Excuse me, I'm getting mixed up with my words, I'm getting that excited. But yes, right, let's crack on with it anyway. We are going to do the tutorial, I feel, because that way we can get an honest look at the game. Hopefully the tutorial isn't as buggy, I guess, as what you would expect from a beta, and because it's a tutorial, it's explaining how the game's played, and we might be able to get a decent rundown of what to expect. Anyway.
Darkest greetings, Underlord.
Hello.
Welcome to the realm of Chaos. I will help reacquaint you with your powers as an Underlord. But first, gaze upon your dungeon core, for it is your tether to this realm. If destroyed, you will be banished to the ether, putting a swift end to your war for the overworld. You will need an army before you can crush this realm under heel. First, however, you'll need a place for them to rest, as well as a source of meat to pack into their rumbling tummies. Let us start by ordering your workers to expand your dungeon. To do this, left click and drag your hand across the flashing tiles.
Now, before we crack on with that, we're going to take a look at what we've got here. Obviously, that is your dungeon heart. Now, if anyone is watching this and is familiar with Dungeon Keepers 1 and 2, or the concept of Dungeon Keeper, this is your dungeon heart, or as they've called it, a core. That gets destroyed, you're fucked, basically. You are banished from this realm, as the big bellowing voice declares or tells you. And as well, I'm sure that's the voice from the originals, and if it is, that's amazing. Yeah, these little green things that are running around are your imps, or your little workers, as it so rightly states there in the corner. Yeah, they're little workers. You tell them what to do, you can slap them around to work harder, You can tell them to dig out these little areas, and they will do that for you. They don't cost money, they don't eat, they don't sleep. They're quite strange little devilish little creatures. And quite cute, as it looks. Although you probably would be correct in not trusting them anyway. But let's do this. Let's build a little bed and breakfast for our said or would-be minions.
Your workers will now excavate and claim the area you tagged. Once they have laid down the flagstones, claiming the ground as your own, you'll be able to build rooms upon the finished tiles.
As you can see, they're just digging away. That's basically one of the main concepts of the game. Now, one of the things that I dislike about... Well, I say dislike very, very lightly, but I reckon they could have made a better option. I'll let him talk.
The lair will provide a fitting place for your minions to rest. To build one, click upon the icon and drag your hand across the empty room.
Okay, right, before we do that though, the bellowing voice is going to continue and remind us. But yeah, what I was getting at is one thing that I feel that they could have, I don't know, made a different option is with the little lights on the floor and around your dungeon. I understand that it's outlining your dungeon and it's highlighting your area that you can do things on. I just think they could have chose a different floor, like colour, or just a different concept, or just no colour in the floor at all, because it just looks like a disco light and I don't like it. But anyway, that's only my first little sort of downfall on it. But anyway, let's build ourselves a lair. Little sleeping quarters.
Impressively built, Underlord.
Why, thank you.
I see that building this lair has expended the majority of your gold reserves. Fortunately for you, the depths of this realm host vast quantities of gold, which can be used to fund your unholy campaign. Command your workers to mine out the nearby gold. They will store it around your dungeon core, for you to spend upon your wildest plots and schemes.
Now, although you will, your imps and workers will put the money around your dungeon core, you will end up running out of room in the little money area around your dungeon core. So you will be expected to build treasure rooms and etc., or a vault as they call it here, to earn more gold basically. But whether they tell us to do that or not, I don't know. See, as they've just gone and just disposed of it all around the gold dungeon core, and the money's obviously gone up. So now we need to build a slaughter pen kit.
Well fed. Spend some of your acquired gold to build one within the empty room.
Now, what's nice about, I guess, this adaptation or this new franchise, hopefully, towards the sort of in the vein of Dungeon Keeper, is instead of a hatchery, we have a slaughterhouse. Now, that's brilliant in my opinion.
Done, Underlord.
Thank you, sir.
Now that you have a slaughter pen and lair, minions will be willing to enter into your employ. Command your workers to excavate the flashing tiles adjacent to your lair in order to claim the nearby gateway. It is through here that minions will be able to enter your dungeon.
Right, before we do that though, we're going to look at the slaughter pen, or slaughterhouse as I wrongfully called it. Right, in Dungeon Keeper 1 and 2 you had hatcheries instead, and they had cute little massive-eyed chickens that were sort of walking around, and they were stupid little things really, and they were quite funny, because if you slap them... right, it disappears. But if you slap the chickens, they just dispersed into a big sort of bubble of blood and feathers, and it sort of flew everywhere, and it was quite cool. But it just seemed a bit too cute for a dungeon. This is brilliant. The fact that you have pigs' heads on meat hooks and they're dripping with blood and a hook through the eye. That's the way it should be. Oh shit, zooming in very close there, I do apologise. But yeah, that's the way it should be. It should be horrible and disgusting and everything else. And these little pigs, look, little pigs being cute. Yeah, no, they should just be absolutely slaughtered by any minion that comes in. And that's what I'm enjoying so far. It's actually looking more devilish and more disgusting, basically. And you have flies wandering around, floating around the lights. That's pretty cool. So, right, let's go and excavate this little seam of rock even and claim our gateway so we can start getting minions into our dungeon. I wonder if they ever considered Brian Blessed's voice. But then again, I think he'd sound too heroic, wouldn't he? Maybe. So whoever this dude is perfect nonetheless. But yeah, that's our gateway, and it looks absolutely amazing.
You've recruited a gnarling to your dungeon. These simple-minded creatures require little to be coaxed into your employ, and are easy to keep happy. They will prove useful should any small skirmishes break out within your unholy halls. A Gnarling has entered your dungeon. Fantastic work, Underlord. But Gnarlings alone do not an army make. Attracting a wider variety of minions to your employ will require a diverse dungeon, filled with unique rooms. These can be unlocked within the veins of evil. Open them now to explore your untapped potential. Click the flashing icon to unlock the archive.
Sorry, I just wanted to see one of them actually eat one of the pigs, and if I saw rightly, did he stab one of them, like in the side or something like that? That looked so cool. But anyway, yes, this is new. This little thing here, Veins of Evil. This is new in the sense, obviously, it would be brand new because it's a brand new game, but this idea was never in the original sort of Dungeon Keepers 1 and 2. It's quite nice that it isn't just a mirror replica, that there is something completely different, instead of fans of Dungeon Keeper 1 and 2 just falling into the game and just already knowing what to do. So this is new.
Will attract the cunning cultists to your cause. You will need at least a 3x3 area for them to study ancient texts, which will increase the speed at which you earn sin.
Conveniently, they're building a room for me already.
And build it upon the flashing tiles.
So this is clearly where all the spells are going to get created.
I've
Nice.
never seen a room built with such bravado.
Why, thank you.
A cultist has entered your dungeon. The cultist is a frail combatant that will weaken your enemies with unholy curses, and will also be useful at improving the efficacy of other minions with his unholy repertoire. You have earned a new sin, Underlord.
A new
Use
sin.
it within the veins of evil to unlock the Foundry.
Ooh, okay, sweet. The Foundry.
The
That's
Foundry
obviously
will attract the odious Chunder to your employ.
the Chunder.
At least a 3x3 area for your minions to work the forges.
Conveniently,
and construct
minions.
defense
Thank you.
parts for your dungeon. Select the Foundry and build it upon the flashing tiles.
Okay, right, we'll do that in a minute. We'll go back to the archives. Essentially, this is, I guess, what was a warlock from the originals, but they're going to be creating all the spells and stuff like that. That animation's pretty cool. Reminds me of something out of Army of Darkness or Evil Dead, like the weird demonic looking lettering coming out of the books. That's pretty cool. That's really impressive. Another thing that's impressive so far is the colours all around and the detail of the actual rooms and stuff. It looks really demonic and gothic-like, which is really cool. But, right, let's go and build ourselves a forge, or foundry, even.
The peerless aptitude you display at building rooms is worthy of praise.
Thank you, mate.
Admirably done, Underlord.
What the fuck is that
Chunder
thing?
has entered your dungeon. The Chunder is a pudgy punching bag who will deliver fatal fits of flatulence when provoked.
Oh.
As such, he will prove a truly offensive
He's
force
headbutting
when
the
he trundles
fucking
into
anvil.
battle.
That's amazing.
You have earned another sin, Underlord.
Oh, great,
Use it
thanks.
within the veins of evil.
What have I got?
To unlock the wooden door.
The wooden door. Okay, I'm gonna do
Select the wooden door.
Oh, I have.
Build it upon the flashing tile near your dungeon core. Your workers will now deliver defense parts from your foundry to the blueprint. Once built, the door will withstand enemy assault for a short time. A gaggle of hairy, drunken midgets are assaulting your dungeon. Cast, rally upon the ground beneath their feet.
Oh, what?
and your
Rally,
minions
rally,
will
quick.
rush to
Okay,
vanquish
that.
the drunkards
Call to
before
arms.
they lay waste
There.
to your dungeon.
Go, quickly, quickly. Zoom in the battle. Whoa, no, no, no. What's this dude doing? Stop him. Yes. Haha, dead. There's the flatulence.
Viciously executed, Underlord.
Excellent. Oh, the blood.
Defeated in a puddle of their
Wow.
own vulgar mess.
Is that blood or is that shit? Have they just shit themselves?
Back thee away,
Whoa.
Underlord. You shall not defile my lands with your vile taint. My righteous hand shall stay your evil ways and send you back to whence you came.
You will need to create a path for your minions to attack this impudent lord. When you are ready to go on the offensive, command your workers to dig out the flashing tiles.
Okay, so we're going to look around a bit more before we go and kill Edmund Blackadder, by the sounds of it anyway. Let's look at the foundry, even. Typically, as it would do, it looks exactly like a foundry should. Well, just looks like the pits of hell, basically. I really... The fuck is that? Oh, this is brilliant. I like that they have kept... Or not, I keep comparing it to Dungeon Keeper 1 and 2, but... Sorry, right. I like that they've incorporated a sense of humour within the game as well. As well that everything looks disgusting and evil and dark, and the fact that they've included something so stupid and... Whoa, just pathetic. And... Well, I don't know. Just, yeah, it's just brilliant. Everything so far is just really entertaining. I like it. Now, I want to see if we have any sort of... Right, there's no one here that's coming to eat yet at the moment. Oh, no, there is. Hold on, I want to see this. Pick up a pig. Oh, he just essentially picks it up and eats it. Okay, well, I hope that's not the same with every creature. I'd like to see a bit of difference, but anyway. But so far, I'm quite impressed. Even with the tutorial. The tutorial's pretty good. You've got your basics of what is needed in the game. And once all the ground's laid and you've actually put things on claimed area, it takes away like the colour that I dislike to begin with.
Your minions have researched a new sin for you.
Oh, why, thank you. I don't know where the sin is, but... Anyway, yeah, but so far it looks disgustingly evil. Even the gateway, that looks sick. It looks amazing. Oh, one thing we need to do, possession. That was another great part in Dungeon Keeper 1 and 2, was possession. Let's possess an imp. Okay, well, shit. Did I nearly fall down the hole? Oh, no, okay. That looks so good. Even better that they've decided to make the gateway look like what you would expect an evil gateway to look like. Floating, like, demonic spells, creating these weird things to float in the sky. Brilliant. I like it. Right. Let's go and look at our dungeon. This is... Oh, I like it how they're actually decomposing. Oh, no, they disappeared. Oh, well. I was hoping that they were decomposing over time. It did look like they were, but I imagine they've got to disappear over time. Dungeon core. That gets destroyed. We're fucked, as I explained before. Archive looks very gothic-y, very nice in my opinion. I wouldn't expect it to change in any way. The lighting is brilliant. It's absolutely beautiful. What have we got over here again? The forge, I think. Let's go and look at the life-size. That is a testicle. It is a testicle. So strange. It reminds me of something like a Crash Bandicoot, in my opinion anyway. But yeah, the forge looks awesome, or the foundry even. Next up we have the hatchery. No, the slaughter. Oh, what's he do? Oh! He actually just stabbed it. Did he stab it? Oh, that's relentless. That's ruthless. I'm really happy. This, so far, is my favourite room. This is absolutely my favourite room, and it really expresses, I think, the idea of how disgusting, vile, and evil a dungeon should be. Yeah, that's it. So, let's get out of the possession, and let's go and kill the Edmund Blackadder-like knight. Let's get some imps. Little
Your
creature panel.
Have researched a sin for you.
Thank you very much, but I wish to go and kill something now. Tap away, minions. Tap away! Right, do I do a call to arms then? Yeah, let's do a call to arms. There we go. Oh, no, he's on the run. What does he look like, though? He looks like he's got flat feet, that's for sure. What's he carrying? Is he carrying a skull? Oh, no.
Well done, Underlord.
Clearly the Gnarlings know what to do.
Challenge. You can resume your campaign and return to fight the Underlord Raskos. Until next time, Underlord.
Okay, there we have it. War for the Overworld victory. I really enjoyed that tutorial. Even for the tutorial, I thought it was utterly fantastic and really expresses what you can expect from War for the Overworld. Sorry. Yeah, it's on Steam. It's about £22 or something like that. You can also buy an extended edition that includes, like, I think, like a digital book on, or a dungeon, a software as well called Dungeoneer that lets you build dungeons and build story campaigns, I believe. It's definitely a game that, if you were a fan of Dungeon Keeper 1 and 2, that you would instantly fall in love with and would sit on your shelf as, again, a timeless game that Dungeon Keeper 1 and 2 are. Yeah, it's made by Subterranean Games, War for the Overworld. Absolutely impressed. First episode of How, I think, was a success. Any suggestions, guys, on any games that you would like me to look at and review, just leave a comment in the section below. Yeah, but until next time, thanks.